what Alex is really like.
What?
You know, there's TV Alex and then there's real life Alex.
Whoa. Are you saying that I'm different than how I am on TV? Is that what you're trying to imply?
I'm just making some jokes.
Well, at my expense.
No, the key to this show...
My reputation here.
The key to your success, one of your keys, is that you're just yourself.
Mm-hmm. Clean it up.
This is real. This is what you get. We were hoping for something a little better, but
wow!
Oh, no.
What did I do to you?
Nothing. What?
You're coming with the attacks today. Are you ready
What's
for
with
me
your voice? Were you?
What?
Were you up late?
A little bit, yeah.
All right, I'm going to turn this darn thing on so you can see what she does.
Just throw me under the bus.
All right, start performing.
Performing?
Yeah, da. Yeah. Hey, it's 7 o'clock.
All right, that's
Fucking
right.
jazz. You know, you really do be throwing me under the bus.
Please.
Sir, there's going to be a documentary thing that's Surviving Mike Jarrett. He really takes me for granted, and the amount of things that I deal with coming from him. He really...
Listen to this. Listen. Right now, here it comes. We're looking for dogs. This is like...
There's a bookstore where you can get a cup of coffee while supporting local authors. Where'd that go?
This is like McCook, Nebraska morning television. We're looking for a dog, and there's a bookstore where you can get a cup of coffee.
Imagine coffee. It's so great.
Stop it. Yes, you can get coffee at a bookstore. Whoa. By the way, damn it!
You were too much.
Damn it!
What?
I was up late again last night. Put up the graphic. People who swear a lot and stay up late have higher intelligence. What do you think about that, sir?
Okay, where are you getting these graphics?
You made that up.
Right.
No, I didn't.
This is now 2 days straight of these. Put it up! These graphics. Is this going to be a new series,
Yeah.
Mike's Graphics?
Put up the graphic!
Because people are really reacting to the one from yesterday. And now you're trying to prove that you're more intelligent.
Yeah. Well, you're the one who was up later than me.
But I ain't over here cussing. And that's what you were saying, right?
She ain't over here cussing.
What is it? Is it swear words and? It's to be
Swear words and staying up late means you're
the combo.
smart.
Okay.
Damn it.
Well, luckily, all the action at the Phillies game happened in the first inning, so I got to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty fun to see them back in action the way they should. All right, let's get outside
That was Bob
and
Kelly.
show you what's going on. This is the hazy
What?
sunshine
walking by.
over our neighborhood in
You don't
Old
think
City.
they saw that?
And that's the
I think
deal
they
with
did.
it.
No,
Believe it or
Austin,
not,
you're
this
not
is
allowed to swear
South
and stay
Central
up late.
Canada wildfires, and we're getting the smoke here.
Old Austin.
It's not our first time having to
13.
deal
It's
with
13.
this, but now we have an air quality alert. It wasn't really that
My
big of a deal
granddaughter's coming
yesterday or the
to
day
Philly
before.
over
Now
the-
it is. Weather by the numbers,
to
it
see
is a
Tyler,
9
the
out of
Creator,
10.
on July
The
5th.
smoke and, the
Can you get me
humidity
behind the scenes at the
index
Wells Fargo Center?
quite a 10.
Like behind
So
the
we've got
scenes
sunglasses
look
on Bust Up Buddy
of
and a
what?
big wedge.
Of Tyler, the Creator.
Who's Tyler, the Creator?
He's a rapper.
He's a
Temps in the
famous
50s
rapper.
and
I
60s
got-
to
I can't
start,
choose somebody.
and we will be well into the
Kelly.
80s.
He's got
later
Kelly.
on
We
this
have tickets
afternoon.
already.
A hazy 62 degrees
So at
in
least you did
Philadelphia right now.
that.
In Ocean City, it is
Was that a
60
gym?
degrees and looks pretty hazy there as well. We've got
I've gone to
temps
the
in
well on
50s
that
and
one too
some
many
of our
times.
burbs. Doylestown
My
57,
daughter Jess just
Lancaster
said, "Let me
58,
just buy it."
Hamilton, New Jersey at 57 degrees right now. Another look at various varieties of cheese for National Cheese
It's
Day.
National
There's
Cheese
some
Day.
blue cheese there, some brie. 67 degrees by 8 o'clock, 82. It'll be noon.
That's good. That was
Noon
good,
it'll be
Ryan.
82.
I needed that.
By
Mhm.
4 p.m. I think we'll top off Bob Kelly at 87 degrees. I guess I'm just kidding because it's not only National Cheese Day, it's what?
Well, it's middle of the week, half of the weekend. It's Hump Day.
Okay, then.
And no, Austin, you're not allowed to swear and stay up late like Mike in order to be smart. Pack your bags and get to school. TikTok 7 o'clock. Morning, everybody. Come on, here's a live look at our airport
I
camera.
thought he'd been there for a long time.
Notice that
Who?
he's here. Yesterday.
He has been.
So why are they making a big deal like it's some-
122. The opposite end We don't have the smoke
He
from the
took,
wildfires
Melvin's
impacting
place.
us here out on 422, but take a look at the difference from 422, Collegeville. We got sun glare on the 35 pass here, eastbound, plus an accident at Route 10, and then the 95 shot, which I'm going to show you right here.
Apparently that
Definitely
service not
gives you
good.
an idea of that smoke and
Well, it
that,
used to be
just a poor visibility in that.
kind of the
block
gold
the
standard
sun,
of
course, on
unusual
95
morning
southbound
television.
With the delay from Cotton
It wasn't
Avenue
on
into
WGN.
VR. Oh, tomorrow night, we got a great
Well,
show.
that,
We're
yeah.
going driving around for the Kelly Drives. We got a good
Superstation.
VR, plenty of good eating. And how about a water park for the dogs? You're gonna love this one, tomorrow night, Kelly Drives, right here at 6:30 on Fox 21. Mike and Alex, back over to
The
you.
dogs.
The dogs.
All right. This just happened a little while ago. Delaware County, a resident was rescued after becoming trapped in an apartment fire. Oh no, that was another story. Sorry. This was an apartment fire. It happened around 2:30 this morning on the 7100 block of Hilltop Drive. That's in Brookhaven. We're told a police officer rescued a resident from the flames. That person suffered from cuts and smoke inhalation. 3 other residents are displaced. Obviously, the Red Cross sprung into action, and they're already on the scene assisting the people who do not have a home now. But again, Brookhaven. An investigation is underway after a deadly crash. This was a big crash in Limerick Township.
So Hank is live with the details. Hank?
Crash investigator, but this is not the first one of these overnight crashes I've ever been on. Let me tell you exactly how this went down, guys. You start right here with this shear-off signpost. That's where one of these two directional
Stephanie
signposts
Wilson
came off.
Benson.
So when the arrow
Good
there,
morning. Hope your day is amazing from South Carolina. Shout out to South Carolina, my former home. Arc One says, I like waking up with these people, even though they don't know I exist. We do know you exist. We're responding now, so therefore,
Who is it?
you exist and I'm acknowledging. Arc One.
Good to know you.
S. Fisher says, good morning, everyone. Mike, don't forget to take Alex out for her birthday. Thank you, because I'm still waiting.
What was that, April 24th?
Yeah, and I'm still waiting.
That is the driver's compartment of the Toyota that a tow truck took out of here at about 3.
I got her coffee today.
Absolutely correct.
That ain't a
It's
birthday
good enough,
dinner.
isn't it?
No.
How we won't survive an impact like that. According to the
Michelle says
state
blue
of
cheese,
Florida,
yum. Did we talk about blue cheese?
You know, well, it's National Cheese Day.
Oh,
Sue's mentioned it maybe 16
Sorry.
times, and she, yeah.
I like blue cheese too.
Blue cheese is the worst. Let me give you my top 5 cheeses.
Oh God, this is top quality content. We're waiting.
I'd say my number 1 is a tie between mozzarella and brie. I like creamy cheeses. You know what I'm saying?
I know you like smooth and gushy stuff.
I like provolone. I do Swiss every now and then.
Or you're glad, maybe I should say, that no one was working the overnight at the hair lounge there, because the car park going through that window in Cheese absolutely could have hurt someone or worse. We are waiting to hear from the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office, guys. Whenever there's a fatal thing that happens, whether it's a police
So hang in there. Yes, today it's small town television. We're looking for a dog, and you can get coffee at our bookstore. Okay, we got it. Absolutely. All right, 708.
In Newcastle County, police are investigating an armed burglary turned dog napping in Wilmington. A 2-year-old female French bulldog named Tootie was taken from a house on the 4100 block of Northwest Street last Friday. The truck driver, Jameer Snow, says he returned home from a shift to find the glass on his front door shattered after the burglars shot their way in. His home was ransacked and his most prized possession, he says, was missing. The burglar also took valuable electronics and personal documents, but Snow says all he wants is Tootie back, safe and sound.
And
14
seconds every day. He's like my sidekick. He's my companion. It's, sometimes being a truck driver, you get lonely, so you need a buddy or a pal or, something that gives you comfort in
He's
that truck
cute.
when you're working 14 hours a day.
Oh, it's truck companion.
Yeah, oh, look at Tootie.
So neighbors say there have been a dozen recent burglaries in that area. Investigators are scouring home surveillance footage to track down the burglar and hopefully find Tootie. So let's all, we have a ton of viewers. Everybody keep your eye out. I mean, if you saw Tootie, I think you'd stop and go, oh, that's the dog that's missing.
Yeah.
I think too that dog might be worth $6,000-7,000.
French bulldogs, they can go for a lot, and they're very popular.
Yes.
But how did they know? I guess they heard the dog barking. Like, how did they know to go in and get his dog?
Well,
or you think they just ransacked and said, "We'll take the dog."
Yeah,
too?
I think they probably were in there. They were stealing stereo equipment and all that kind of stuff, and said,
Gotcha.
"Oh, that's a valuable breed right there," and took the dog. Come on, just return the dog. 7:10 now.
Police believe a man was accidentally shot in his own apartment while he was in his bed by a neighbor upstairs.
So we do think this is an accident, Shayna?
Just preliminary investigation from police that were on scene just about an hour ago. They believe this was an accident.
Tutti frutti.
It's still preliminary. This is the
I wanted to say that.
Zoom into it. This is we're told it's a
Well,
boy
it's one of the original
home.
rock and roll songs of all time.
65 years old. Was asleep actually with his wife when all of this took place just about 2 o'clock this morning on the 400 block of North 61st Street here in Weston. Now, the investigators we spoke with say the victim
Now-
was laying in bed with his wife on the first floor when a bullet from a second floor hit him in the back, according to investigators.
I know something we can ask the viewers.
Rifle that accidentally went off.
I got about 15 pairs of glasses off Amazon.
16 pairs.
Now look at this. See these? Look at these frames. They're huge.
Police and medics picked him up. put him in the medic
Those
unit.
are in.
Medics rushed him to the Presbyterian Hospital, where he
Let's
is
do a
in
vote.
critical condition,
Big
undergoing
ones
surgery.
or a little more
His wife
subdued?
was not injured in the shooting, so that's the one
I
thing.
wore
that's
these
news here.
yesterday,
So,
and
active
Alex didn't
investigation.
notice
We do believe it was an accident.
Oh, I'm sorry, what didn't I notice?
that I had these on yesterday.
I did.
No, you didn't. You didn't never said anything.
Just because I didn't say anything doesn't mean I didn't notice.
Oh, wow.
I just-
This man simply asleep with his wife, making sure fast asleep, enjoying rest when this all happened.
Unreal. Just trying to get a night's sleep. Get shot in the back.
If you can't be safe in your own home and your own
No.
bed,
God.
then where can you be
Guy
safe?
upstairs shooting through the ceiling. 7:12. Well, President Trump's big, beautiful bill now has a powerful and potent critic.
Billionaire Elon Musk is at odds with his former boss, hoping to scuttle the administration's chief priority in Congress.
Well, Doug, Elon Musk has never liked this bill from the get-go.
His criticism got a lot more pointed yesterday, and this is going to make it even more difficult to get
It's
that
abomination.
bill through Congress in coming days, and it may drive a real wedge further between the president and Elon Musk.
Well, I expect to continue to provide advice wherever the president would like that advice.
Just last week in the Oval Office, President Trump said he welcomed Elon Musk's continuing advice. Now, perhaps not so much. Posting on X, Musk just slammed Trump's big, beautiful bill. "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore," he wrote. "This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination."
I agree with Elon Musk.
Democrats in Congress were thrilled, happy to hammer the wedge between Musk and Trump over the big tax cut and spending bill making its way through Congress. In reality, Musk wants less government spending, and Democrats generally want more, but Musk's criticism resonates with fiscal conservatives who worry about piling on to the national debt.
They're planning on spending $5 trillion they don't have.
Well,
And I'm just
Doge
not for
was
that.
set up to
The White
do
House
just
says
the
Musk's
opposite.
opposition won't stop the president.
Look, the president already knows where Elon Musk stood on this bill. It doesn't change the president's opinion. This is one big, beautiful bill, and he's sticking to it.
And from Musk, perhaps a warning to Republicans in the House who have already pushed through the bill. "Shame on those who voted for it," he wrote. "You know you did wrong. you'd know it.
And while Musk has said that he would spend less time in politics, he could still play a pretty big role in next year's midterm elections.
Yeah, is his point is just the opposite of what Doge was supposed to do? Yeah. Wow, yeah. Huh. All right, we'll see what happens. Doug, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Doug. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has ordered a U.S. Navy ship named after a gay icon to be renamed. The USNS Harvey Milk honors assassinated former San Francisco politician Harvey Milk. And according to anonymous U.S. officials, it's being renamed in an effort to reestablish, quote, a warrior culture in the U.S. Armed Forces. This is according to them. The order comes at the start of Pride Month, and Milk was a former Navy lieutenant at a time when homosexuality was banned in the military. He was also America's first openly gay mayor.
Yes. Murdered. Seriously, don't we have a record amount of seaweed piled up across the Caribbean this past month. 38 million metric tons of that stuff, are nearly 840 million pounds of that. The scientists expect more to come in the next few weeks. They say the seaweed is suffocating shorelines from Puerto Rico to Guyana, hurting tourism and killing wildlife, while also releasing toxic gases into the atmosphere. They say it could be caused by agricultural runoff, residue, chemicals, changes in wind patterns, currents in the ocean, rain, warming waters. That was the very scene when I went all the way down to Tulum with my family. We go out on the beach, and it was nothing but that red, yucky, mucky seaweed, along with an incredible amount of trash. You name it. Shoes and plastic bottles and...
That's a shame.
Yeah,
That's,
there's so much...
humans out there just not disposing their waste that way.
I know. There's so much garbage in the ocean. And it all piled up. Well, it's happening again. So I would, if you're planning a trip to the Caribbean, or especially Mexico, the eastern side of Mexico, you better check to see if the red tide is in. There you go. Here's Sue.
And in other weather-related phenomena, smoke from Canadian wildfires. This is where the wildfires are. Manitoba province, Winnipeg is in Manitoba province, north of there. So the smoke from those wildfires is moving
They also
south,
want to change the
but
name
our
of
winds are coming in from the southwest, so they
their
get
ships.
kind of caught up. And
So
we're
you
going to
guys
see
are
more smoke
commenting
today
on
than we saw yesterday
get to
and the
break,
day
I'll say.
before. Prediction is for some portions of the area will
Commenting
get
about
some kind of thick smoke
They
today.
have questions for us.
Mostly it'll be pretty light, and it shouldn't affect your visibility too much, but it may make it a little difficult to take a breath outside if you have asthma or something like that. So tomorrow, the morning looks okay, but it could get a little worse in the afternoon, and that is your smoky forecast for that. A cold front's going to bring some rain, but not until the very end of the week. So today, it's a great day for walking the dog. It'll be in the mid-80s by 3 p.m., 70s throughout the rest of the morning. So nice warm day, a touch more humidity, 87 degrees, 89, pretty close to 90 tomorrow. If we get to 90 any day this week, it'll probably be tomorrow. 88 on Friday, close to 80 on Saturday, Sunday upper 70s, still should be nice. And that is your 7-day forecast. Oh, Bob Kelly, you're going
I'm sure people
I know
say
you are
that
tonight.
we're going to
I am.
It's going to be in the
Expensive
70s
dogs.
all day on the beach. Ocean water temperatures in the upper 50s. Low risk of
As you
recurrence.
shouldn't.
Take a dip, Bob Kelly, in that cold ocean water.
Smile, you're in Seattle. We'll be at your house club tonight for the big dance party. And then, of course, if you're down the shore, I was down there yesterday too. I mean, it's beautiful. And yeah, make sure you use your sunscreen. Here's a live look, Route 202 northbound, little fender bender here. This is the northbound on-ramp from Route 29, where the big Wawa is right there in Malvern. So again, we're squeezing in here. Looks like we got a crash on the actual on-ramp and then on the actual travel lanes itself. So north on 202. Plus, we're dealing with some sun glare, the sun cutting through that Canadian smoke coming from the wildfires. Here's a live look at the 30 bypass. It's slow going as you come out of Chester County heading up there. But sun hasn't cut the smoke yet. This is 95 in Northeast Philly, where again, some areas are seeing the bright sunshine. Not so here in Northeast Philly. We're slow from Cottman Avenue on down. And we're going to school. Come on, we're getting ready to wrap it up. Thomas Wallace Middle School, we have the 8th grade graduation, a color run, and they're going to debut tonight on the Classroom. So we're going to go have some fun with these guys. 9 o'clock live from the auditorium, right there in Vineland here on Good Day. Mike and Alex, back over to you.
All right, thank you. Let's talk about sports just a little bit because it was fun last night. The Phillies on the road taking on the Blue Jays up there in Toronto. Good news for Bryce Harper, back in the lineup after he got hit in the elbow and had the elbow contusion. And it looks like he was feeling fine because this is his first at bat last night. Kaboom!
Right center field up the alley, and that one's gonna go. And welcome back, Bryce Harper.
There you go.
In the first inning, he hit a solo home run to right center. Yep, that was part of a 6-run rally to start the game. Says Trey out of his slump.
Yeah, he had 2. One to right field, one to left. Turner.
Hits this one deep to left, and Davis Schneider can only watch as that one flies into the Blue Jay bullpen. And a 2-homer night for Turner.
How about that?
Phillies beat the Blue Jays 8-3, and they snapped their 4-game losing streak. Bryce Harper's back, baby.
Now,
and Trey Turner's doing it.
Well, I felt bad for him. He had an error before they went up to Toronto, and he repaid everybody. He had 2 home runs in one game. He's getting his stroke back, it looks like. All right, now I know you've seen this already, but we want to give you more details because I've had so many emails about why was this ball player ejected.
Oh, so the Tampa Bay Rays, here's the moment.
On the outside corner of the D's, Walls didn't like that call. Active Tampa Bay Rays hitter with a hit in his career against Hader. He's 1 for 4. I think he just threw him out and he tapped his helmet. I saw that. He tapped his helmet.
What does that mean when you tap your helmet?
That's the point of this whole thing. And then he goes ballistic. Tampa Bay Rays shortstop Taylor Walls. Yeah, they threw him out for tapping his helmet. So the question you've been asking us is, why is that a bad thing? Well, it's kind of new. In spring training, the gesture can be used to signal a challenge when the automated ball strike system is used, but it cannot be used in the regular season games. Many Major League Baseball umpires find the tapping disrespectful. What you're basically saying by tapping is, you made a bad call, you suck. Especially after a strike call. So after the game, the shortstop says he had no recollection of doing it. But after seeing the video, he was tapping.
He says it was unintentional. Was he? If he wasn't tapping, was he adjusting his helmet?
Well, he adjusts his helmet, but it looks to me like he was tapping, sending a signal to the whole crowd and his teammates. That was a bad call. Now watch.
One more time.
It's quite often they adjust their helmet now.
Yep.
Okay, that's tapping.
That's a tap.
I did not know that was offensive. I did not know what it meant.
They experimented with it in
it's new
preseason, and I think it'll come in next year, almost like a way like if we were able to do the replay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, let's get to Delco. That's where Jen is.
Told them to do that during spring training, so they were taught how to do it. They did it all spring training. It was probably a reflex.
A reflex?
He knew what he was doing.
What you guys weigh in? Do you think he knew? Drama.
I thought she was off today. That's why I was still over here. Normally she's on before me.
Oh.
So last year you caught me over here. I'm just so.
And no one told you to get up.
Well, they told me they said we don't have Jen today. That was earlier for a hit. So I was just like, okay.
Right.
I don't know. Whatever. Boom.
It's a well-oiled machine here.
All right, folks who are weighing in, what's your Llewellyn says, since you know classic rock, can you do your best Little Richard impression?
What, Tutti Frutti?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's Bob Kelly.
Jackie wants to know, how was that oatmeal?
It actually is pretty good. I know it's Starbucks, but it's nice and moist.
LFM says, Alex is a breath of fresh air. Wow.
Right.
Do y'all see how he treats me? Do you see what I have to put up with?
Yeah, there's an orange alert.
And he just acts
In
like I'm just
studio.
supposed to take it. Here's my cup. It's starting to get full. I'm starting to get.
Your cup running over.
I just feel real beat up. I feel real beat up.
1 minute.
It's all an act.
Your cup was full. How many cups did you have last night? You know?
Yeah, how about that?
I'm drinking my water and my tea.
You gotta hydrate today.
We should always be hydrating. Speaking of hydrating, where's your mug?
Yeah, well, that only lasts.
That lasted one day. Bob Kelly got one of those big jugs. You know, you're supposed to be drinking more water.
Oh, yeah.
And it had the times of when you're supposed to be drinking. And I saw
Already
this
gone?
yesterday, and now he's already given up.
It's upstairs. I got halfway through, which I thought was pretty good for the first day.
Right.
I peed a lot though. I was
Yeah.
constantly peeing. So I got halfway through. I filled it up again. We'll give it another shot today. Just
He's
not
European.
yet.
The trouble is, Bob, you're supposed to start now.
I know, but it's a long
So if
day.
you don't have it with you, you're
But I have
already
a long
behind.
day today, so I spread it out a little bit.
Sure.
I was about doing that for about a week and a half.
15.
Did you feel better?
I hate peeing all the time.
I guess I did feel better.
We were doing it. He had me. Remember, I started with you.
Yeah.
A gallon a day is what we were trying to do.
Gallon a day.
And I was just
3,
nothing but
2,
peeing.
Struggling to
get
get it
anything
all
done.
down. Oh, God. This may be the start of a new kind of chicken war. It's because McDonald's just announced it's bringing back a fan favorite.
Snack wraps.
Yeah.
It was first introduced nearly 2 decades ago before being discontinued in 2016.
It's a good item.
Now it's going to be back with the new McCrispy strips that launched last month. It's going to come in 2 flavors, spicy and ranch. And the snack wrap returns to the menu on July 10th.
God, I can't believe it was 10 years ago.
But here's the thing.
What? McDonald's announcement comes after Popeyes, chicken people, launched its own snack wrap. Theirs is called Chicken Wrap. Stayed up all night thinking of that name. It's crispy chicken with lettuce, shredded cheese, and crunchy pickles. Huh, how do you make a pickle crunchy? You can... What?
Some are crunchy. I think. What is the difference? Because sometimes you get them, they're like floppy and not, and the others you bite into them and it's like.
I believe the butter
cooked.
pickle is a softer pickle.
I love bread and butter pickles.
I like the classic dill. Very hard. You can order it classic or with spicy or honey mustard spread. It's $4. Oh, by the way, if you order online, you can get blackened chicken instead.
Oh.
Really fry it up for you. Popeye's chicken wraps are available now for a limited time.
I don't think I've ever heard of blackened. I know like blackened fish.
Sure.
But I didn't know you could do blackened.
Well, I think you can blacken anything. I've blackened many of toast in my time.
That's just burnt.
Yeah, it's called burnt. Well, the internet is already weighing in on the wrap argument.
It's rap beef. Get it? Because like instead of rap beef, like music rap, it's rap WRAP beef. So it's like
Yeah,
a
I
play
got
on
it.
words. Okay. I just thought that was funny and you skipped over it.
They're beefing about chicken.
We got beef. So here's one. It says McDonald's to Popeyes. And it's a clip from Bring It On. When the Clovers catch the Toros stealing their cheer routine. And they perform it with them in the stands. And then clap back with the new dish cheer at the end.
I love Gabby Union.
Yeah. Then there's also the WWE meme. Oh, we're going to let
All right, there it is.
that the Public Enemies podcast shared. It's The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin battling it out in the ring. The caption says, McDonald's and Popeyes chicken wraps this summer.
Okay, I'm sure both franchises love this.
Someone else shared a meme of Cam Newton watching the Seattle Seahawks take the field. And it says McDonald's looking at those Popeyes wraps.
I think our producers are hungry or something.
Oh, there's another one. And then there's this tweet from Popeyes reacting to the fact that they put out this lengthy announcement that McDonald's did. Popeyes initially wrote, I ain't reading all that. I'm happy for you, though. Or, sorry that happened. then
Okay.
added, y'all good?
All right, I get it.
They're going back and forth.
All right.
And they're tweeting back and forth. And so you'll have to do a taste test. Popeyes versus McDonald's. I have to admit, the fact that they're adding a pickle, that does intrigue me. I love pickles. And I don't think the snack wrap, McDonald's snack wrap, has a pickle. So that they might be over there.
I think the pickle makes it, actually.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Where's the closest McDonald's or Popeyes to 4th and Market? Can you tell me on Twitter?
There's a Popeyes on Spring Garden.
That's close enough. All right, coming up on 7:30 here, the Eagles get back to work.
Wait until you hear what inspired Jordan Davis to get in better shape for the offseason or during the offseason.
Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about Jay Wright. Is he going to the Knicks?
Bob Kelly, Deborah says you should do 17 swallows at a time. And she said, yes, 17 swallows each time you drink your water as many times a day as you can. It helps, and you can thank me later.
17. That seems like a lot.
That's a lot of swallows. I guess that's the point.
17? Okay.
Yeah, Deborah, tell us more. How'd you come up with that? We're intrigued. But do it soon, because we're about to end the show.
Yeah, if I'm doing it out of my jug.
Yeah, 17 is a long time.
Yeah, I just down as much as I can.
I do, yeah, as much as I can.
Well,
at that
next
point.
time count. Maybe it's
I'll
17.
count. I'll start putting the count on.
Courtney says the people who say I ain't reading all that are definitely reading the entire thing. That is true.
Yeah.
But I got through half that jug yesterday.
You're supposed to get through the whole thing, though.
I know. Baby steps.
Almost doesn't count, Bob Kelly.
Listen, I got through half the jug and then I switched over to my orange crushes. So if you count the crushes I had, that was water.
We'll stay up until out of the commercial break.
1 minute. Okay. We're trying to give Deborah time to hurry up, Deborah. Right about 17, and then we're done. But so that video I posted yesterday, 1.2 million.
What?
Yeah. People.
Anything else you want me to do for you today?
45.
I'm sorry. What are you doing? What did you do for me there? They liked my clap back to you. Is what they're liking.
Well, I created the base, the foundation of the whole event.
This is why we're a team. You created that. You
And
said
then
something, and
you
then I did my
benefit
razzle
from
dazzle.
Yeah.
Isn't that what teamwork is? You do
Yes.
something, I do something, and together it's the combo. See, he doesn't
So
appreciate.
I was going to
me.
post that, but if you beat me to it.
You got the video early. I don't know what the holdup was. See how he doesn't appreciate me? One day when I'm gone, you will learn.
Are you leaving?
And you will appreciate. That's all I'm saying. She says, all Deborah says is it's not a lot. Try it first. Deborah, we want to know why 17. Why not 15? Why not 20? Why not 5? Can you answer that, please?
Why not quit yelling?
I'm trying so she can hear me.
We're just over 1 year away from teams around the world hitting the field here in Philly for the 2026 FIFA World Cup here in the States. And to celebrate being a year away from the games, we have a surprise.
Surprise!
Ronaldo is here. Messi is here. I'm lying. We're joined by host city executive and CEO of Philadelphia Soccer 2026. But she is bringing in something special. It's good to see her. I like her. She has great personality.
And every time they come, they bring something interesting to show.
Yes.
So we're excited. Stay tuned for the reveal.
Yeah, coming up in just a bit. We're going to get into this Jay Wright going to the Knicks thing. Okay? Here's Sue. What? Well, he's not.
I would say it's a rumor. It's
So,
not confirmed.
yeah, it's-
Okay.
He's a natural.
People are assuming.
See,
Yeah.
you say that sentence and we're like,
Hey?
Okay, we'll find out more about that. We'll go outside to the Parkway. Some outdoor tables ready for you because this will be a perfect day for outdoor dining. But take a look at the
yeah,
sky
Deborah just
over
said
Allentown
she
right
saw it
now.
on a
This is where you
health
really
program.
can
She's
see
been doing it for
that
years.
smoke
She
that
can't
we're
remember
talking
what show,
about.
so she
It's
doesn't know
pretty
why
thick
17.
right there. It's 55
Maybe
degrees.
you'll have to Google it.
And it's
Everybody
part of
has
the
their
air quality
routines.
alert that's in
Yeah,
effect
whatever
for
works for you.
today in parts of southeastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey, where we have poor air quality
for
due to
joining
the
us. See
Canadian
you tomorrow.
wildfire smoke. So
Say bye,
keep
Mike.
that in mind.
See you
But
tomorrow.
bring your shades as well. It'll be filtered sunshine for a lot of us today. What's up, buddy? Ready for National Cheese Day today. It's in the 50s and 60s this morning.